G'day, Traders 1 Minute Mindset Reset. Today we're talking about theory versus reality. So we have covered in the playbook several opportunity types, day 3 breakouts, and we've talked about 3-day setups, and we've talked about the 3-day templates, Monday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Friday, in a weekly template. Now, we've also talked about 3 levels of rise, the escalator and the elevator. It could be 3 levels of fall. And we talk about time rotation, beginnings of new hours, ends of hours, beginnings of new hours, when we're at the higher low of the day, the higher low of the week. We talked about first red day, first green day, and those are also potentially can be inside days as well. We can get inside days at the top of a week. We can get inside days at the bottom of a week, where we get false break reversals and we begin the move back in the opposite direction. The further we move away from the beginning of the opening range, the greater the range becomes in terms of risk reward. We talk about not counter trending a day 1 trading setup. And the reason why is because you could be in a direction where the market is moving in 3 pushes. Could occur over 4 days if there's an inside day. And then we're looking for the elevator down. Now, there are some weeks where we'll get a parabolic reset on a Wednesday for a Friday parabolic in the line of the trend of the initial opening range and initial balance. So these are all the scenarios that can happen. So right down pretty much until the beginning of or the end of an hour for an entry, we have our criteria, our universal criteria for an entry, which just gave a blanket coverage for traders so that there was no analysis paralysis. I did that to simplify things. We have our major levels in terms of 100 pip boxes, 50s, double zeros, and quarter levels. Level 1 for buying, level 3 for selling. So coming back to theory versus reality, the bridge between theory and reality is the practical application of the knowledge in a live trading environment. And that comes back to the trader themselves. So being able to identify the best opportunities, knowing how to execute those, and in the simplest terms, when we have 3-day parabolics or 3-session parabolics, it's virtually almost impossible to mess that up because you can only trade in the direction of that universal entry criteria. So the question then becomes, what else is a trader doing? Are they taking trades that aren't best trade setups? Are they taking trades outside of that, outside of those trading setups? So they're getting trades, they're taking trades at the same size. Every trade's traded at the same size. And then they're taking other trades as well. So they end up perhaps at the end of the week with 50-50 win-loss ratio, when in fact they had excellent execution on a 90-10 opportunity with no size because they were trading everything with 1%, and they took other trades throughout the week that also lost them 1% or caused them to take losses, and also interfered with their psychological capital in terms of their confidence, their discipline, and their cutting edge in terms of knowing how to execute and take only the best trades. Because they've taken these other trades, they've dented their confidence. They've gone outside of their plan. They've deviated from the rules, and that takes time. And so the emphasis in this discussion is understanding that you are the variable. You are the bridge. Nothing's going to change. Everything is timed and measured. The templates are going to be the same. It's your job to find the best instrument in the session that you're trading for an easy, no stress trade. The question is are you going to do other things? Are you going to know when there's a 5-star opportunity that you should actually size into? So several traders on Free Cash Friday sized into a couple of trades and completely exploded their trading account in terms of profits. And because they recognized they were on the backside of a parabolic opportunity for an explosive, scalable trading setup. So the bridge between theory and reality is you. And all of the traders, there's a spectrum, there's a range of traders. There's traders who are never ever going to make it. And I'm going to be blunt honest. You're just never going to change. You're never going to step outside of the mindset that you're in, the behavior pattern that you're in. And I can't change that. There's going to be traders that are in the middle, that they're close, and they're going to go through some struggles. And eventually some of them are going to break through. And I'm an example of that because I repeat this over and over again. I did damage for several years, repeated self-sabotaging cycles. And then there's going to be other traders who make that leap and put out other parameters in place to protect themselves so that they can continue to stay on that level. And they're going to scale their trading business to 6 and 7 figures. And they're going to keep it there because once you're there, it's impossible almost to go backwards, because once you see how the game is played and how to play it in the reality side, it's impossible to go back because you don't have the amateur retail clutter that bogs people down. They go in these cycles where they see all these great things, like one trader said, this is great in theory, except that you're bogged down in the retail quagmire of an amateur trader, and you're still chasing other random impulsive things that you may not even have any edge putting positions in the market. So that's critical because, again, you are the variable. You are the only thing standing between what you want and where you're at now. And the only person who can change that is you. So bridging theory and reality comes back to breaking everything down. So coming back to what I repeat over and over again, the whole purpose of me talking about timings, levels, high of day, the consolidations, the 100 pip boxes, the hourly rotations, is because you almost cannot get any more specific than that if you know what you're doing. And that's right down almost to the minute. We talk about even, 3 pushes. It can be three 5-minute bar pushes, 15 minutes, first 15 minutes of a session. It can be right at the beginning of a new hour after they've taken out the high of the day. 1 hour, 2 hours, new hour, as we saw in gold today, and we saw that on Friday. We saw that on low-hanging fruit trades today on Canadian dollar. I mean, it's all over the place. Nothing's going to change. A second hour trade on the indexes for blow-offs, third hour reversals coming back inside. So timings, levels, behavior of price, high of day, low of day, 100 pip boxes, pump and dump, dump and pump. It can't get any more specific than that. The question is are you hunting out the best instruments? Are you filtering out pairs? Are you patient enough to wait? So I'm going to say this, it's Monday. We're going to have free cash Wednesdays. We're going to have free cash Fridays. Some traders are going to blow up their account before we even get to Wednesday. Fact. Some traders are going to blow their account up before we get to Friday. And at the end there's going to be an easy blow-off trade on Friday. Guaranteed. There'll be one somewhere. And Wednesday, a parabolic 3-session opportunity. I guarantee there'll be one. I'm stepping outside and I'm going to say I'm going to find one. So, question is will traders do damage before they get to the easy money that's laying over in the corner, and all you have to do is walk over and pick it up? So that's food for thought. Think about all these things, because I can't change and control anything that you do. You could be told to take one trade tomorrow for 1 hour at the beginning of 1 hour at the higher low of the day, and I can guarantee you there'll be one of those as well tomorrow. There'll be one somewhere at the higher low of the day at the beginning of a new hour. Guaranteed. Probably at a double zero or top of a 100 pip box or the bottom of a 100 pip box. The question is will traders be able to execute if they have criteria that meets a best trade setup and manage their risk and take profits and just walk away after and keep it in their account and come back the day after and rinse and repeat and look for another best trade setup? That's all you need to do. The question is what else are you doing that's interfering with you being able to grow your trading account? Bridge theory and reality. Get the junk out of the way. Get yourself out of the way. Create whatever mind space, workspace, behavioral space, mindset, success beliefs, whatever you need to cultivate. The 7-step daily routine, we talk about all of that in there. Whatever you need to do that's stopping yourself from achieving the success that you want, start doing it now, because it has nothing to do with the market. I can assure you have all the tools and information to make 6 to 7 figures a year. That's the truth. So hopefully you got value from today's video, traders. Just had a fantastic workout. We're going for a steam. Gonna have a steak dinner tonight and relax and enjoy. It's been a good start to the week. Have a great day. 1% better every single day. 1% better tomorrow. Make that happen. Have a great day. May the markets go with you.